We got Saeed here on the program. He's going to be taking on Omar Nurmagomedov coming up here this Thursday at PFL 7. Saeed, how are you, man?
I'm good, sir. Thank you. Thanks for asking.
No problem. Well, I appreciate you joining me here. Now, what does typically a Saturday look like for you? Are you getting in any training, or are you going to, take some time off and use this as a rest day?
I usually, just get up. We usually have sparring at 10:30, and I usually go sparring, but not this week. Not this week. I'm gonna just get some pad work in, just get a little sweat, and other than that, just come home and chill.
Very cool. All right. Well, let's start from the beginning, man. How did you get involved in combat sports?
Well, I went to college, so after college, what else are you gonna do? So I decided to fight.
Okay, good stuff. But what initially got you into combat sports to begin with? Like what sort of drew you to it?
And as a kid growing up, man, even back at home, I'm from Uzbekistan. I always grown up. I did sambo and judo. Even I did that. We had coaches they used to put in sparring. So I used to still fight as like 8, 9 years old. I love fighting. I just do it. I don't know why I do it, but I just do it.
Okay, fair enough. Like as far as like watching MMA, did that come after you started training, or were you a fan of the sport before that?
Oh, I was kind of sport before that, yeah.
Okay. Anyone you like watching in particular?
There's a lot of them. I watch everybody. I learn from even sometimes I go to amateur shows. I learn from them. I love. I don't know. I just learn from everybody. I just like to watch them all. I don't really have anybody my favorite.
Okay, fair enough. And are you a full-time fighter, or do you have a job on the side that sort of helps pay the bills and everything?
I got my own trucking business that I run. I own the business. I just opened it recently, like 2 months ago. It's called SYK Logistics Inc. I just run the business and I fight too.
Okay, that's very cool. Now, as far as this fight for PFL, it kind of came together pretty quickly. When did you find out about this matchup?
About a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Okay. So I guess you were expecting something short notice just in case, whether it was with PFL or someone else.
Oh yeah, we've been expecting short notice past 3 or 4 months because it was so hard to find a matchup because nobody wants to fight these days. Everybody like choosing right to left. They want to fight easy fight, and then they want to fight easier guys to get into the big shows, and then that's what they're doing. As soon as they get into big shows, they get embarrassed. They get knocked out, or they're doing that. But for me, I've been just training. Last time I fought was January, so I've been training since then, like every day. Like there's no such thing. Oh, I'm gonna take up today or not. No, I've been training 6 times a week, 2 times a day, every day past 6 months.
That's very cool. That's good to hear, man. So you're taking on Omar Nurmagomedov. Obviously, has that last name. Of course, he's cousins with Khabib Nurmagomedov. How do you feel like you match up against him here?
Oh, I love it because he's a grappler. I'm a better grappler than him. So I don't think there's no doubt he's gonna do anything to me in grappling. I don't know. I love the matchup. That's why we took it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Do you feel like the pressure's on him in this fight with the fact that he has that last name? He sort of has to live up to that, and you're kind of a guy here who's also undefeated and really has a good opportunity to spoil the party.
I don't know. I don't know what pressure he has. I really don't care about him or his last name.
Okay, I like that. How's training camp going, and who are some of the people that are helping you get ready for this fight?
Oh, pretty good. Like I said, I've been training the last 6 months. Well, I was training with Mike Santiago. I was with him in the camp for 2 months. After his fight, I went to Jackson Wings for 2 weeks, and I came back and finished up my camp. I was just training. There's a lot of people that help me out. I don't really have the names because there's so many of them.
Right. But is there anyone you work in, with particular more than maybe someone else, or I guess it's just you get a variety of training partners?
Oh, I just whoever is available.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. And then what about the weight cut? How is it getting down to 135 for this fight?
Fight is now 135. It was at 135 first, and then they changed it like last week. First they said 135, and after 2 days they're like, oh, we want to do 140. I'm like, okay, we can do 145 too. I don't care. And I'm not even cutting weight. I have to eat 3-4 times a day, so I gotta keep my weight up because I was aiming 135, now it's 140. I mean, that's 5 pounds. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Now I just eat more now.
How what was the reason? Did they give you a reason for changing around the weight class?
They saying that PFL doesn't want. I mean, obviously they got that tournament. So they don't want 135. They want 145. So they want to do catch weight at 140. So the winner of this fight, will be in the tournament at 145. And then I'm like, I'm not a featherweight fighter. I'm a 135. I can't make 125. I mean, I'm not a small guy, but I control my body, however I want.
Right.
And so, I mean, I don't know why they're doing that. I mean, I don't care.
Okay. No, fair enough. Well, I was going to ask you about that because, yeah, like you mentioned, the regular season, they don't have any bantamweights. They have, guys moving up to featherweight just to fill up the tournament. So, why didn't they initially come to you saying it was a 45 matchup? Was there any confusion there?
I don't know. Just my manager told me they want to do a 140. I said, okay. Right. I didn't really ask him too many questions.
Yeah, no, fair enough. You just want to fight. I hear you on that. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
It's going to be Mike Ramos, my head coach. And I think Mike Santiago is going to be there too. Hopefully.
Okay. Good stuff, man. And how do you see this fight playing out on Thursday?
It's a fight I can't really not predict, but I can't fight anybody in the world, but there's a good chance I'm going to win.
For sure. And I know the odds aren't out yet on this fight, but I imagine he's going to be the favorite just with his last name. If you see yourself as an underdog, you're going to get some of your friends to bet on you because, there might be some good odds here.
Oh, definitely. I like to bet, so.
Okay, good. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on those lines. I know they usually release them, I think, like the day before. They're always kind of late, so that's something to keep an eye on. What's next for you after this fight? I know you're not looking past your opponent, but is the plan to stay with PFL, or is it just like a one-fight deal? How does your contract structure?
No, I don't want to stay with PFL or none of the other promotions. I want to be in the UFC. That's the only thing I want to do.
Right. So this is more about staying active and just, keeping the resume up.
Right, and then he got the name. Obviously, you said that. After I beat this guy, my name's gonna be right up there. I know I don't have a name right now because I fought 5 fights, and then it was like a smaller promotion, so they don't really promote good. So after I beat this guy, I'm gonna have a name, and definitely I want to be in the UFC.
I like it. Before I let you go here, we talked all about your business and obviously training and everything like that. What do you like doing on your downtime? Are you a guy that watches any TV? You playing any video games? What would I find you doing when you're trying to relax to take your mind off training and everything?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't really do anything. I don't know how to play video games. Sometimes I just watch TV, and other than that, I don't know. I've been training so much. I really don't know what to do for fun.
Okay, good stuff, man. Well, we're certainly looking forward to it. It's coming up here this Thursday. It is PFL 7. Syed, it's great getting a chance to talk to you, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Well, find me on Instagram, Said Yokub, SAIDYOKUB MMA, and same thing on Twitter. And sponsors, man, Fireboy Gear, and I sponsor myself.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.